Oh, dang. Oh.
My third fear I had to face was death. When we were done hitchhiking throughout New Zealand and seeing all these different things, we went to Australia. In Australia, I wanted to go camping for 6 days, hiking through the Blue Mountains. Again, Kyle didn't want to partake in this adventure, so he decided to stay in Sydney. He's not much of a camper. Kyle, he loves traveling. He loves the classic way to travel, which is to you stay in a city and you see all the classic sights and you eat great food. Anyway, so I went camping, or tried to. I did all the research I knew how. I'm not a backpacker. This is the first time I ever decided to go backpacking for 6 days. My first day I got lost.
He's a sweet little thing. It's a pretty tame little guy. Playing dead, except for the fact that he will not fall on his back. No matter what I do, he's not going to fall on his back. Oh, there he goes.
I came across this canyon, and at the bottom of the canyon looked like there was a path, and the canyon was going in the right direction according to my compass and my map, from what I could understand of the map. So I figured, okay, so the path is down there. So I lowered my gear. I put my gear on a rope and lowered it down from this cliff behind me. And then when I was ready, I climbed that tree. I jumped on the tree and came down. It looks like there's a trail over there. At least, kind of. This is gonna snap on me. I just know I'm stepping on a stupid rotten log. I can hear the thunder coming. I have to set up camp soon before it starts raining. Barely made any progress today. I'm so afraid of stepping on a snake right now. You have no idea. I mean, these ferns are so big and it's so dark underneath. I get down at the bottom and I explore just a little bit and I realize this wasn't a trail at all. I just got myself stuck in a canyon. It's like, how stupid could I be? You know? I did all I knew what to do. Although I did call the national park to let them know I was there, so if I didn't show up in 6 days to come searching for me. I invited everyone I knew to come with me so I wouldn't be alone, but no one wanted to come. But I was determined to go anyway, so I went. I had food. I was safe. So I decided to just take my time looking for the best way out. I'm gonna end you there for the day because it's time for me to set up and my battery's running out. So I didn't get very far on the first day of my journey, but I'm out here. I made it.
Good morning. It's day 2 of my excursion through Australia's national park. Last night, as I was trying to trek through this canyon, what I thought was a trail is not a trail after all. And I'm in a big pickle. It rained last night on my tarp here. And that helped me. That resupplied my water, so that's good. Tastes like bark, though.
The next day, I hiked up the canyon and found it started off at an 80-foot waterfall. It was amazing. just the shrubbery and like the foliage or whatever. It was beautiful. But I couldn't climb up that 80-foot wall because it was like this and it was all wet.
Picked up my first leech because I felt it right away and it didn't pierce my skin yet. Ran back to my place and grabbed some salt. Ugh.
The next day, I went the other direction. The walls were just getting higher and the shrubbery was getting thicker. I didn't have a machete, so of course I couldn't get through that. So the only way out was the way I came in. Believe it or not, I did have cell phone reception. I called my dad to just let him know where I was and to give me a call if he didn't hear from me in the next day or two. I did climb the cliff without my gear first to make sure it was possible. And then I rigged my gear on a rope and started to climb. You don't want the fear of death to haunt you in a moment when you're this close to it. Fear tends to push itself in the front of your thoughts. That's all you can think about is, I'm going to die, and you see all these ways that you're going to die. That's the last thing you want on your mind. What you want on your mind is, what can I do? What's my next step? Where's the path I'm going? That's what you need to be on your mind. So when I slipped and fell a couple of feet, I didn't freak out and imagine myself dying. I had to focus and say, okay, where's my handle? I need to hang on. I need to let go of my rope so my extra 50 pounds isn't going to pull me down, and then try again. So grab the gear again and start my way up. It took me 6 hours to pull up out of this canyon.
Rigged up the rope here so I can not have to keep on pulling it. Here's the stuff. To make it easier for myself, I've put things on the rope one piece at a time. The one at the very bottom is the heaviest piece. Right now I just finished hauling all my stuff up from the canyon, and I'm trying to find my way back in the dark.
It was one of the most spiritual moments of my life. I felt guided every step. I am so grateful for the mistakes I made. I definitely believe in God, especially after traveling the world like I did. On that trip, out of the canyon, out of that path, when I took a wrong step, I felt instantly that it was the wrong step, and I needed to lift up and go another direction.
My camera has a hard time focusing in the morning like I do. I can't see, my camera can't see. So this is the picnic area of the park. And when I got here last night, I found someone leaves junk behind. And they left this mattress. I was like, I'll take advantage of that. So I put my hammock over the top of the mattress just in case there was like bugs or whatever. And then to make sure things didn't get wet if it rained last night. The plan today is to get into town, find a backpacker's lodge, and recoup for the day, and then get back out camping again.